Assalamu alaikum, Faraz bhai. What's your controversial call?
Walaikum Islam. My controversial call is so basically, LinkedIn, as you know, is a platform that many people use to obviously build on their profiles and, get talk about various kind of topics and areas of interest. One thing that I feel is pretty controversial for people is to process the idea of seeing between, what is authentic and what is churned out of an AI tool, ChatGPT, as we know, a lot of people use. I feel that LinkedIn is one place where you need to be the least, fancy in terms of trying to self-love to people because people can see through your profile the moment you engage for any kind of business that you want to do, whether you're trying to sell a service, you're trying to any kind of work for somebody, whether it's in the form of a job or even if you're going to do any, sell your own services as a business. So I feel that ChatGPT, as much as it's a great tool, it's been really misused by many on LinkedIn. And the theory on the top is that a lot of people see these kind of profiles creating such content, thinking that it's really authentic and it's really them. Um, and why I'm saying it's cherry in the top is because a lot of people who do see those profiles, some of them tend to be, claiming to be PR experts. And because of that, they tend to engage them, ask them to, come aboard and do a campaign or so. And then, brands are investing in this kind of a thing, which I personally feel doesn't really add much value because of all places, if this is also a place where you're trying to do a campaign to roll out a certain messaging about certain product or some service you're selling, it's okay to engage for campaigns, but what's the outcome? Or a better word, what is the impact on business by such profiles? That's my question to those people. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
I think I'm
And
just planning the controversy here and we're gonna step away then.
I think connecting to it, मुझे याद है recently I'd seen a few posts on it actually, where LinkedIn के CPO ने the product officer actually said कि यार हमने जब AI आया था and हम लोग ने roll out करा था, तो we added that feature कि यार with LinkedIn Premium subscribers can rewrite their bios and everything with AI, and we didn't see as much usage as we had thought. People wanted to be more truer to themselves on LinkedIn वगैरह. Of course, that might not be the case with a lot of other people who use AI from ChatGPT or जो भी Google का अपना है, and then they directly paste it on it rather than using LinkedIn's internal AI. Where I think मुझे नहीं इसका I don't usually do this कि मैं solution भी पूछूं what could be a solution, लेकिन जैसे Instagram and now YouTube allows and is mandatory कि अगर आपने AI use किया है you should mark it on your post. I think should that be a mandatory thing on compliance on LinkedIn?
I mean, it's one step in the right direction. If that was some kind of a solution to embrace, but more importantly, I feel that people who really want to genuinely, create content on LinkedIn, because it's another social media platform. Just like as you mentioned, कि Instagram and YouTube के अपनी जैसे लोगों ने बताया कि भाई created with AI या drafted with AI or whatever you want to use the phrase. That could be one option. लेकिन अगर ज़्यादा importantly अगर ये बताया जाए and ironically I see a lot of profiles who talk about it's all about being authentic and that hustle that you have to put into creating content and building your profile with authenticity. ये सारे अच्छे अच्छे buzzwords बड़े अच्छे लगते हैं पढ़ने में, but I feel that the very people who are writing about it are the ones who are not living up to it. And the first step is something which is not really rocket science. It's about giving yourself a shot to being original with whatever you have to put out there, whether it's a piece of writing in terms of an article, whether it's a small little post about something in your own industry, something else you want to talk about, some kind of a POV you want to share. Be yourself, and it's okay to be yourself. And that is the first step to building on your authenticity in your profile. And eventually, when the same people also add to the whole point of, personal branding really matters. I mean, yes, personal branding matters, but Personal branding is not just limited to your LinkedIn profile. And if your LinkedIn profile is a facade, and if I see you in person in any networking event or any place, and you're the complete opposite of it, then you're really not living up to the
No,
authenticity.
it
The
does
first
not.
step is use these tools as a tool, not your entirety of, how you define yourself based on 100% reliance on these tools. Because what's happening is कि मैंने देखा something as सिंपल एज अ कमेंट कि भाई आपने एक अच्छा एक आर्टिकल लिखा है या आपने कोई अच्छी अचीवमेंट हासिल की है अपने बिजनेस में एंड यू शेयर न्यूज अबाउट इट एंड लेट्स से अगर मुझे कोई इस पे कमेंट करना है सो it should be what I feel about you genuinely or what you've written over here, whether it's a discussion, whether it's a praise, whether it's a question, a debate, anything at all. It should come from me कि मुझे कैसा लग रहा है, right? I should not be going to a tool and saying कि मुझे कैसा लग रहा है, please मुझे बताओ. I mean, it's funny because the लोग कमेंट्स आप देखेंगे कि इस कमेंट्स भी जो है लोगों के सिमिलर लिखे हुए नजर आते हैं तो you're like, oh अच्छा ये भी चैट जीपीटी से उठाया हुआ है. So that is why it's a sad scenario to see, and I think because it's still too early stage in Pakistan right now, at least, I feel there's still room for people to still buckle up and change the way that they're approaching this platform and take it more. Again, more towards what they believe and what they want to do, and what they want to say, and say it the way they want to say it. Because the moment you start doing that, then eventually, हर किसी की देखिए एक journey होती है. You evolve in the way you write, in the way you express, in the way you present, right? So जब तक आप वो नहीं करेंगे आप में ऑथेंटिसिटी कहाँ से आएगी एंड देन हो क्या रहा है कि उस फ्लफ के ऊपर या उस फसाड के ऊपर सम लाइक आई मेंशनड PR people or PR experts believe कि these people are really influential. ये वो creator और influencer का एक अलग debate है वो किसी और दिन controversy छेड़ेंगे. But that itself is also something which is troublesome because then those people are going to go and sell it to brands. कि these are people who are great on LinkedIn. Okay, fine. They're great on LinkedIn. What's the business impact that they're creating with whatever they're putting out there? That's my question. So
Awesome.
yeah, I think आज के लिए इतना ही रखते हैं controversy.
I think that's a good take to have. Zaka for taking out your time. Thank you for being here.